Locked, naturally. Wonder how you open it. Wonder how you're supposed to get this open. Looks like a dance floor, maybe?
We need to do some kind of dance here. Six letters. It is 6 letters, but they have to be adjacent. Okay. Not sure what the 6 letters will be.
I bet I know what this is for.
You sure do. I think that's everything I can do here for now. What else can I do at the moment?
Jake said a pickaxe goes here.
Yeah, but we don't have the pickaxe just yet. Now I can pick up the gems. Not sure why I couldn't before.
There, all done.
Perfect. I still cannot play this game. So, AG is silver and silver is orange. Blue. Green. Red. Purple, yellow. I get the device. I was expecting to open it, yeah.
Wilson Carbide and Acetylene Works.
From Ontario. Dear Jake. September 1897. I have sent you 2 lamps, which you should receive by the end of the month. When you get them, simply place carbide in the lower chamber, water in the upper chamber, Then use the built-in flint lighter to ignite the jet of gas which results. As you will see, the carbide lamp is an exceedingly practical device, especially for people in your dark and dangerous line of work. But that you or I had invented it. In your last letter, you sounded quite despondent, old chum. I suppose this is understandable in view of your failure to strike it rich. But I am living proof of how quickly misfortune can turn into good fortune. Little did I suspect, 5 years ago, that my attempt to produce aluminum would instead produce calcium carbide, or that calcium carbide, when placed in water, would release acetylene. Yet, suddenly, I was the surprised but happy owner of the patent for an inexpensive way of manufacturing an extremely flammable gas. Just as I became wealthy when I sold that patent, I have no doubt that you too will someday be handsomely
Always your friend, Thomas Wilson.
rewarded for your efforts. Continue to keep me apprised of your adventures, dear friend, and never ever give up. May the lamps I send you soon light your way to the goal you seek. Always your friend, Thomas Wilson.
Looks like a pattern for some kind of dance step. Maybe I'd better keep this.
Why are you not keeping everything? Arliss whirly burly. Start 1, 2, 3, okay? What else do we have around here? Pickaxe that I cannot pick. Carson's carbide, okay. What did I just pick? Some carbide. I thought it was a liquid.
That could be one of the gems I need. Maybe Tino will let me take a closer look. That could be one of the gems I need. Maybe Tino will let me take a closer look.
Okay, but it's not like Tino is the owner.
Well, it's the little lady detective. What do you need?
I found Lori. She was hiding in the caboose.
Oh, yeah?
She disappeared because she wanted to see who'd find her first, which is why she left that clue behind.
That slug? I mean, I knew that slug was a clue. That's why I gave it to you. I mean, I could have found Lori no sweat, but I thought, hey, why not give somebody else a shot? And you came through. Nice job.
Thank you.
But look, from now on, if you come across anything that may have something to do with Jake Hurley and his mind, let me know, okay? Just so I can, give you advice, help you sort things out. After all, the opportunity to work side by side with a world-famous police detective doesn't come along every day,
Do you think I could take a closer look at that cougar statue?
What, that cigar clipper? Go ahead, take a look.
I'll bet I need this stone to build that thing in the diagram I found. But if I remove it now, Tina will know I'm onto something. Interesting. I just wanted to get a good look at it, that's all.
What else can I do for you?
How did you and Lori meet?
We met at a party in New York. Nice girl. Not a lot upstairs, but nice girl.
Did you two go out?
Nope, no, never went out. No.
What do you think happened to Jake Hurley?
He probably died trying to work that mine of his all by himself. But I'll let you in on a secret. I'm onto something that could crack this case wide open.
What did you find?
Sorry, can't go into detail. Let's just say that thanks to yours truly, what happened to Jake Hurley won't be a mystery much longer.
Thanks for your help.
Don't mention it.
What do? I need him to not be here to pick up that gem.
That tool I saw in the caboose. I bet that's what you used to unscrew these bolts.
Yeah.
More pipes to connect. Here we go.
Yay, I've connected again or something, I don't know what matters. Awful Ursula. That's 6 letters, Ursula.
It's locked.
What's up?
I found Lori safe and sound in the caboose, so I guess those vibes you got about her being in serious trouble were wrong.
Strange. My vibes are never wrong. What's even stranger is I'm still getting them. So maybe they're not about Lori. Maybe they're about you.
I'm confused. Are you a scientist or a psychic?
I happen to be both. What's commonly referred to as psychic phenomena is all a matter of energy. Just because we don't know where that energy is generated or how to measure it yet, doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. Trust me, either you or Lori is, or soon will be, in big trouble.
Could you be more specific?
Unfortunately, no.
Well, I'll catch you later.
Come back anytime.
What is that?
That's the ghost. A Tale of Two Dolls. Ill-tempered Edna could not get her way. She couldn't get Alice to come out and play. I can't, I'm too tired, is what Alice said. I just want to go straight back to bed.
Yes?
I found Lori. She's in the caboose. You were right. She disappeared because she wanted to see which of us would find her first.
And you won. Congratulations.
The others on the train, John Gray and that police detective, do you know them very well?
I don't know them at all. Needless to say, I don't watch television, so I've never even seen Mr. Gray before. Although I do know that his profession, if you can call it that, is rife with crackpots. As for Mr. Balducci, from what I've read, his success in solving those robberies was less a matter of talent and more a matter of being in the right place at precisely the right time.
In other words, you don't think he deserves all the attention he's getting?
No. You and those two Boy Scouts you're with would make better detectives. Is that all, dear?
Did you know that Lori wants to be a romance novelist?
Doesn't everyone?
Have you discussed any of her ideas with her?
No. Could we please talk about something a little more pleasant?
I'll let you get back to your writing.
My publisher thanks you.
I don't like you. I won't be surprised if you're stealing Lori's
Nancy,
ideas.
what's with the Cheshire Cat grin?
You found Lori.
Yep, she's holed up in the caboose, and as a reward for finding her, she let me have this. It's a letter from Jake to his niece in which he leaves clues telling her how to find his mine. Only the clues are extremely obtuse.
You found Lori, you got the letter with all the clues. Guess you don't need us anymore.
Oh, Joe, quit pouting. Want any help?
Are you kidding? You bet I do.
Now you're talking.
Did she... Okay.
Balducci wants me to share everything I find out about Jake Hurley with him.
I'll bet he does.
He just doesn't want you to show him up again.
Yeah, he wants you to do all the legwork so at the last minute, bam, he can swoop in and grab all the credit.
I wouldn't tell him a thing, Nance.
Unless it's to get lost.
I agree.
It stands to reason that the only person other than Jake who had to have known the location of Jake's mine was the engineer on Jake's train.
Very true.
Not necessarily. Jake might not have told him the exact location. Maybe he just had him drop him off somewhere nearby.
Well, still, we'd be way ahead of the game if we knew where that drop-off point was.
It would be nice to know his name.
The guy died more than 100 years ago. How are we supposed to find out his name?
Maybe Charlena What's-Her-Face could tell us how to go about it.
Good idea, Frank. I'll ask her. I found a diagram for some kind of contraption that Jake designed, but to operate it, you need his pickaxe and some kind of lamp or lantern, which it looks like he gave to somebody named Buell.
Buell? Joe, show her!
Show her what?
That old picture we found!
Okay.
We found this on the bookshelf. See? Buell's Supplies and Pawn Shop. That's gotta be the same Buell Jake gave his axe and lantern to.
Yeah, 100 years ago. And the guy was a pawnbroker, Frank. The stuff's probably long gone.
Or maybe it's still somewhere in Copper Gorge.
Well, that's where we're headed, so let's just hope for the best.
Right.
See you soon.
You know where to find us.
So, speak with Charlena.
More questions?
How would I go about finding out the name of Jake's train engineer?
If you're smart, you'd ask me. And because my work is going surprisingly well, during my next break, I'll log on to my archives at home and see what I can turn up.
That'd be great, thank you.
Whoever invented the cellular modem, that's whom you should thank, dear.
Well, I'll let you go.
All right, then.
An eagle. Where else have I seen an eagle?
Eagle was number 2. Sadie Crawford, L. Sadie Crawford, L. Oh, the square and the duck. Here they are. But to open these, I need the slugs to do it. I see. Do not open unless all pipes are connected. I think I've connected all pipes now.
Uh-oh, that doesn't look good.
I have not.
Can't go out.
Oh, what's this? What's this? Where have I seen this? Up left, up right, down right. Okay, I need to find this pattern.
What's up?
I saw a bunch of weird glowing lights outside the window of the sleeping car.
Really? Actually, I'm not surprised.
Charlena said Jake Hurley used to see them too, only he attributed them to his dead wife, Camille.
They're probably some form of piezoelectricity. See, my guess is quartz crystals in the ground are being compressed as the train passes over them, and the resulting voltage, called piezoelectricity, is manifesting itself as glowing lights, probably because of some quirk in the train's shape or in the composition of the metals used in its construction. It was custom built, remember?
So it's a natural phenomenon, not a ghostly one?
Take it from me. Old Mother Nature was capable of some pretty scary stuff.
Thanks for the chat.
Goodbye.
Oh, what's this?
Teddy Eberhardt.
Rollmeister. Thank you for giving the doll we call Teddy Eberhardt a home.
Glad you dropped in. Lori told me she'd given you a letter from Jake Hurley that says how to find his mine.
I didn't mention it before because it's very bizarre.
Lori should have given that to me. I mean, I'm the trained professional around here. Let me take a look. I've seen enough. 2 words. Useless. Those are just the rantings of a guy who spent way too much of his life swirling mud around in pans under the hot sun. 5-star nut job.
Lori says she found this letter in a wastebasket.
Exactly where it belongs.
It's been great talking to you.
Not a problem.
Have anything useful to put here?
Whoa! Somebody must have thrown the emergency brake.
The question is, did somebody throw the brake? Or something?
Oh, Joe, now you sound like Lori.
Hey, I was the first one on the scene, and I saw no one.
Huh. Is this a time event?
Who was the next person on the scene?
John Gray. Then Balducci came bursting through one door while Frank and the engineer came through the other. Boy, was that guy ticked. He said the train could have derailed. He reset the brake, muttered a few choice words, then headed back to the engine just as you and Lori showed up.
Everybody was there except Charlena. I don't think she left her laptop the whole time.
Do you think she could have thrown the brake and snuck back to her laptop without your seeing her?
Not likely, but possible, I guess.
The question is, why? What did she or anybody else stand to gain by stopping the train?
Answer? Nothing. Which is why I think we should at least consider the possibility that something less human in nature may be at work here.
Ah, Joe.
I'm going to see if Balducci's done dusting for fingerprints. Catch you later.
More questions?
Would you like to see the letter that Lori gave me as a reward for finding her?
The one in which Jake Hurley supposedly tells his niece how to find his lost mine? No, thank you. I happily leave it to you to try to solve the mystery of his disappearance. You can afford to look foolish, dear. I can't.
I can afford to look foolish.
Do you have a theory as to who pulled the emergency brake?
Well, I know it wasn't me. I assume it wasn't you, and I highly doubt it was Lori. So that leaves those 2 friends of yours, Mr. Gray and Mr. Balducci.
What do you think their motive was?
I don't know about your friends, but perhaps those other 2 simply thought it would be fun. Boys will be boys.
Were you able to find the name of Jake's train engineer?
I came across 3 references to the fact that Jake had an engineer, but I'm afraid none of them included his name. I failed. Sorry.
Aren't you even going to try finding out what happened to Jake Hurley?
No time. The only reason I haven't insisted that Lori release me from all this silliness is there's always the possibility that what happened to him has the makings of a bestseller, although I highly doubt it.
Why are you so sure that Jake's story wouldn't make a bestseller?
His story is an all too common one. A man wanders off into the desert in search of gold and never returns. Why? He either doesn't have enough food or water, or he encounters hostile natives.
But why was his train found out in the middle of nowhere with just the dead engineer on board?
That does make the story a little more interesting. My guess is the engineer got tired of waiting for Jake to return, took off in the train to get help, and died of a heart attack along the way, after which the train rolled to a stop in Blue Moon Canyon. Anyone experienced enough to single-handedly run a steam engine would have been quite a bit older than Jake.
What do you think happened to Camille?
She probably died of something mundane like pneumonia or even measles. Now, if it was wintertime when she died, and they were in the mountains, Jake no doubt kept her body on the train for months before he buried her, which is rather delicious in a morbid sort of way.
I'll let you get back to your writing.
That would be nice.
Engineer,
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. I talked to you before, very briefly.
You're not the one who pulled the emergency brake, are ya?
No.
Good. Because if you were, I'd have to come back there and throttle you. Old as this train is, it's a wonder it stayed on the tracks.
So you have no idea who threw the brake?
Like I just said. If I did, I'd be back there tanning their hide. Now, if you don't mind, I gotta get back to work.
What's up?
So are you making any progress in here?
Oh yeah, not only am I getting some real unusual EMRs, that's electromagnetic readings, but take a look at this.
You've got something?
I set up a camera and took some time-lapse photos. Sometimes I was in the room, sometimes I wasn't, but somewhere along the line, I managed to get a shot of Camille.
Where? You don't mean that little blob, do you?
Yep, that's Camille.
Okay.
You're skeptical. That's cool. Just remember, the key word when it comes to ghostly phenomena is energy. That blob is the result of Camille's residual life force, spirit if you will, reacting with the chemicals in the photographic paper.
Couldn't it just be a flaw in the photographic paper?
Okay, it could be that too, but it's not. Trust me.
I'll let you get back to work.
Goodbye.
What's going on?
Did you find any fingerprints on the emergency brake handle?
None that were any help, thanks to Casey Jones up there. I told the old geezer not to touch anything, but he went and got his big, fat, oily paw prints all over the place. If we didn't need him to drive the train, I'd charge him with obstruction of justice.
Did you do anything else besides look for fingerprints?
Of course. As a matter of fact, I found this. Probably fell out of the perp's pocket while he was yanking on the handle.
Looks like some kind of thermometer.
Yeah, like the kind a certain ghost hunter uses on that bogus show of his.
You think John Gray threw the brake? But why would he do that?
Because they're thinking about axing his show, that's why. I checked with this buddy of mine in L.A. Gray's got to come up with something real big real soon, or he's toast. And you can't get much bigger than a train with a spooky past that's prone to strange accidents, now can you?
Have you confronted John with your suspicions?
All in due time. I always like to get my ducks in a row before I make an arrest.
But couldn't someone else have dropped that thermometer?
Please. Who's the top cop here, huh? Who's the world-famous detective? You? I know what I'm doing, sweetheart. John Gray wanted publicity. That's exactly what I'm gonna give him.
Hope I didn't take up too much of your time.
Anything for a fellow detective.
Darn, the name of the shoes is so faded I can't tell what it is. Maybe Bess and George can help me figure out who made them.
Could this be also Sadie Crawford like the other shoes? Okay, that's easy. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, creepy doll.
Guess Camille liked to collect dolls.
3, 6, 9, $11. $11. Who are you? I have no idea. I have no context for this. And it's still open, right? Cannot open this. Oh, another one.
Yes? I hear that Tino and you used to be an item.
How did you know that?
I'm a good detective, remember?
We went out a couple of times, yeah. As for why we stopped going out, you'd have to ask him.
Do you have any idea who threw the emergency brake?
I know exactly who did it.
You do?
Well, who else could it be? Camille. None of us has any reason to stop the train but Camille. She doesn't want us to find Jake's mine, so she's going to do whatever she can to keep its location a secret.
Did you see something?
Well, no. But I'll tell you what. Your friend, that Jim Harley guy?
Not Jim, Joe Hardy.
Yeah, well, he thinks it's Camille too. He just doesn't have the guts to say so.
I'll come back later.
I'll be waiting.
We need a map. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Calico, Silverado, Central City, Dodge City, Virginia City, and Thompson. Would that be Calico, Silverado? Yeah, Calico. Silverado. Virginia. Not Virginia City. Central City, Dodge City, Virginia City, and Thompson. Central City. Dodge City. Virginia City. And Thompson.
Guess I'm done. Strange. All that's left is a jumble of letters.
NVRZTBAA. Well, 8 letters. N V R Z T B A A. N V R Z T B. That was it. No anagram, no strange thing. That's the map.
Jake's mine must be somewhere on this map, but where?
We have the map. To locate the mine on the map, you will need my projector. When it comes to placing the stones, you'll need to ask someone who holds a warm place in my heart. I have stored his name accordingly. I don't think we can do anything here right now. Alright, we are back in the train. Okay,
What's going on?
How come you told me you and Lori never went out, and she told me you did?
Don't you ever stop asking questions?
When people start answering them honestly, I do.
I dumped her, okay? I'm not proud of what I did. I'm not happy about what I did, but it's done. It's over. Now let's drop it.
If you didn't want to dump her, why did you?
You are incredibly irritating, you know that? I dumped her because people said going out with her would make me look bad. Said she was a joke, that no one took her seriously. Said if I started hanging with her, no one would take me seriously. So I stopped calling.
Did you ever tell Lori any of this?
No. Now take a powder. I don't feel like talking anymore.
Oh, I do have the picture I took. I didn't know that. Okay, what is this? Trollmeister. The doll we call Teddy Everhart. Trollmeister doll works, but there are no clues, no date, no description. I guess in a plate box.
Hey, glad you stopped in. You gotta listen to this.
What have you got?
I put this digital recorder in the corner where Camille showed up in that picture and turned it on so it would just keep recording. Now when you play it back at normal volume, all you hear is background noise. But when you turn the volume way up and run the signal through a filter or two, hear that?
I hear something. It kind of sounds like a woman singing.
Not just any woman.
Camille.
So be careful what you say in here. She's listening.
Are you by any chance missing a small digital thermometer?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I am. When I went through the box I'd packed them in, that one over there, I came up one short. I was hoping to set up at least 6 in here so I could check for cold spots. How did you know I was missing one?
Because Tino Balducci found it by the emergency brake handle when he was dusting it for fingerprints, and now he thinks you're the one who pulled it.
That's ridiculous. I didn't have any reason to pull the emergency brake.
Have you been in this room the whole time you've been on the train?
Of course not. I made a couple of trips to my compartment in the sleeping car to get more equipment. But did I get an overpowering urge to pull the emergency brake while I was there? No.
Any truth to the rumor that your show's about to be canceled?
Newsflash, my show was canceled. Happened last night. But what nobody knows yet is that it's been picked up by a major TV network. Not only am I still on the air, but I'm sitting prettier than ever. Any other questions?
I'll let you get back to work.
Goodbye.
The inspector box.
Sickly Sarah caught a germ so new, it made one of her pretty green eyes turn blue.
Sickly Sarah. But even if I identify all of the dolls, how will that help me? I still haven't solved this. Four numbers, 1 to 10. Still don't know what this represents. Need to find that. Has to be somewhere. Oh, what's this?
So, Lori pushed that button, slid the shelves open further, squeezed through, and disappeared. Very clever.
Nancy, you missed it.
Missed what?
The argument of the century.
Joe, he's exaggerating.
Aw, come on, you heard them. They were ready to tear each other to shreds.
Who?
Charlena and Lori.
All we heard was the tail end of it, and unfortunately, we really couldn't make out what they were saying.
So, you don't know what they were arguing about?
No.
But whatever it was, both of them were absolutely out of their minds, livid.
And it would probably be a good idea to find out why.
Let me look into it. I'll talk to you later, okay?
You know where to find us.
All these people just move on the train when I'm not looking, apparently.
Back already?
Tino found one of John Gray's thermometers by the emergency brake handle and is getting ready to throw the book at him.
John Gray threw the emergency brake? Why would he do that?
Tino thinks it's because John's TV show is in danger of being canceled. But when I asked John, he told me his show was just picked up by a broadcast network.
I still say there's less to all this than meets the eye, if you get my drift.
I get your drift, Joe. I have lived with your drift for years. I am saddled with your drift.
All right, all right.
Talk to you later.
You better.
Oh. Another one. I need to be more careful with my examinations.
More questions?
What were you and Lori arguing about earlier today?
Lori and I? We weren't arguing. We were simply discussing a topic about which both of us are passionate, that's all.
Were you discussing her wanting to be a romance novelist?
No. And even if we were, that's really none of your business. I know that sounds harsh, but really, Nancy, eavesdropping is so tacky.
Actually, it was Frank and Joe Hardy who overheard you. They said I should talk to you before they gave me all the gory details, but since you obviously don't want to tell me your side of the story, I'll just have to get the scoop from them.
No, you don't have to do that. A storyline that Lori submitted to me found its way into my last book, despite the fact that she never received compensation for it. She's reading the book now, and when she got to that part, she freaked.
Found its way.
You stole one of her ideas?
She had no business sending me unsolicited material. But technically, yes. Now, legally, she can't prove anything, and I'm certainly not about to admit anything.
Yes, dear.
And it's not as if she needs the money. But that's what we were arguing about. For what it's worth, I'm going to talk to this producer I know to see if he'll cast Lori in his next movie. It'll help ease my conscience, and who knows? She could wind up being a star. I mean, she is blonde.
I'll touch bases with you later.
My publisher thanks you.
Okay, so this woman is awful. Camille called this one Elisa Sandberger. Decorative red ribbon, Elisa Sandberger. I'm gonna be able to identify most of this. And then what? Alphabetically sort them? Hagar Anderson and Chantilly Hildegard. They are not very clearly visible here, but Hagar has suspenders. And Chantilly pigtails and a dress. Here.
I can't stay mad at a fellow detective. What do you need?
It's been great talking to you.
Anything for a fellow detective.
Notitina Fracture Skull. Okay, so which ones here do I know? So this first one is Chantilly Hildegard. Let me take more notes. So we have Chantilly Hildegard. So who is this? Someone who wants to sleep. Yawning Alice, I'm guessing. Yawning Alice. Who is this? I think it may be Thomasina O'Neill. Because of the hair. But it also could be this one. The fact that this one talks. Don't know which one is this. Red ribbon. That is Eliza Sandberger. I'm gonna sort them by alphabetical order for now. This guy with the suspenders, that's Teddy Everhart. Broken face, this is what is it? Notitina. That goes before Teddy. Different color eyes, that's Sickly Sarah. Yeah, a plate, so I was right. This must be Teddy Everhart. I was wrong, the suspenders guy is Hagar Anderson. So that goes Chantilly, Eliza, Noted, so this guy goes here. Red hair, yellow dress, awful Ursula. Who else do we have? Edna the Terrible. Thomasina O'Neill. Eliza Sandberger. Sadie Crawford should be wearing pink shoes. L. I'm guessing that means that this is Sadie Crawford because she's not wearing any shoes. If that's the case, she should go before Sickly Sarah, which is this one. Now, if Thomasina O'Neill is correctly this one, should be here. And we have one final one, which I'm guessing should be Eliza Sandberger. If that's the case, should be after. No, Eliza Sandberger I already have identified. Yeah, I don't think I have a name for the last one. Maybe Edna the Terrible, which would mean goes here. No, that did nothing. It also could be that I have these two the wrong way around. I don't think this is far. But I am missing at least one.
Before you say anything, I just want to say thank you.
For what?
Tino came to see me. He said you'd made him realize what a jerk he'd been for dumping me, and then he asked me out. Isn't that great? He said he doesn't care what anybody else thinks. He thinks we make the perfect couple.
Well, I can't argue with him there.
So what do you want?
Bye.
As soon as you figure it out, let me know.
Sadie Crawford, L. This is not large. This means left. 2 left feet. Okay, that may help.
Hey, how's it going?
Talk to you later.
Sounds good.
But even then, I am missing a doll's name. Am I really just supposed to brute force the final bit of the solution? So let's see. Let me write this in order. We have Hagar Anderson, no, Chantilly Hildegard, we know that's for sure. Now she has 2 left feet, so she is Sadie Crawford. That didn't work. Could this need a different kind of order? Maybe these guys are experts in dolls.
Hello?
Hi, Bess.
Hey, what's going on?
I can tell them lots of things.
Lori gave me a letter that Jake Hurley wrote to his niece, telling her how to find his gold mine.
If Lori knows where the mine is, Why doesn't she just make a beeline for it?
Because apparently Jake was too paranoid to tell his niece outright where it was. So he filled the letter with all these weird, obscure clues. I don't think Lori could make heads or tails of them. I know I barely can.
Sounds like when he lost his wife, Jake may have lost a few marbles as well.
The name of the company that made Jake's wife's dancing shoes is too faded to read, but to find Jake's mine, I need to know what it is.
Hey, I know what you can do. Take a picture of them with your cell phone, then send it to us, and we'll check them out for you.
But I thought you guys had to paint Bess's room.
Boring. Besides, we're going to have to take a break soon because we're almost out of paint. Probably because Bess has gotten more on me than she has on the walls. Anyway, send us a picture of the shoes via cell phone and we'll get right on it.
Ah, you guys are the greatest.
I know. Need anything else?
I discovered this cabinet full of old dolls in the caboose.
Old dolls make my skin crawl. Whose were they?
They belonged to Jake's wife, Camille. Jake mentioned them in his letter to his niece.
They could have been Jake's, you know. I mean, they never had a child of their own, right? So maybe after Camille died, he went a little bonkers. Oh, Bess. Hey, I'm just trying to think outside the box here, okay? Something it wouldn't hurt you to do from time to time, little Miss No Imagination. You know, maybe I'll just put this paintbrush down, walk out that door, and let you do this all by yourself. No! You've got to keep painting. If I don't get this done by tomorrow, I'll be grounded for a month. I was just kidding about your imagination. It's wonderful. You're wonderful. Very, very wonderful. That's more like it.
John Gray claims to have Camille's voice on tape.
Really? Did you hear it?
I heard a woman singing, but it was very faint.
You heard an actual ghost?
Bess, whatever I heard was barely audible. For all I know, it could have been a voice off the radio or something.
Did the real Camille like to sing?
According to Charlena, she did.
Well, there you go. You heard a ghost. Oh, Bess, you are so gullible. Open-minded. Gullible.
Charlena and Lori had this big, huge argument, and you'll never guess why.
Lori called Charlena a hack.
No.
Charlena called Lori an airhead.
No.
Bess, she doesn't really want you to guess, okay? Tell us, Nan.
Well, it seems that Lori sent Charlena a bunch of story ideas, one of which Charlena used in her latest book without telling or paying Lori.
Charlena stole something Lori wrote? That's incredible. No, the fact that Lori wrote something that Charlena thought was worth stealing. That's what's incredible.
It makes me think that Charlena is a lot more devious than she appears.
Yeah, better keep an eye on her, Nan.
Talk to you soon.
Let us know what happens.
Well, that was actually useful. So they did say that the dolls are mentioned in the letter. To retrieve his name, you will have to give the dolls an order. This will require looking inside Camille's dancing shoes for the name of their maker and wearing the shoes as you perform her favorite step on the dance floor. As for my beloved Camille, she has 4 words for you. Words which, when translated into numbers and used in combination, will help power my projector. But alas, she's taking them with her to her grave, go to Copper Gorge. Okay. So let's see if they can find that information, maybe what I'm missing. Maybe I need to call them.
Hello?
Me again. Just checking to see whether you were able to find out the name of those dancing shoes yet.
Your wish is our command. But hang on to your hat. The name is a real mouthful. The shoes were made by Chaussette Chatillon, Chaussettetes, Chatoyantes. That's French for shimmering socks. Apparently, if you were into dancing in the 1870s, That was the company to get your shoes from.
Chaussettes Chatoyantes. Got it. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for letting us help.
I better go.
Let us know what happens.
Okay, so that's Chantilly. Awful Ursula. Chantilly Hildegard. Awful Ursula. So the order is Chantilly Hildegard. That's correct. Awful Ursula. Sickly Sarah. Edna the Terrible, which by elimination I think we are saying is this one. Teddy Everhart, Scottish. Sadie Crawford, two left feet. Hagar Anderson, suspenders. Thomasina O'Neill, missing hair. Yawning Alice. Naughty Tina. There it is. Two new slugs. Some photos like a page from a scrapbook. Nothing, however, useful there. No, I don't see anything interesting. And a box that I cannot take. Fine. The new slugs mean I can do now more. The owl is 7. The cherries are 10. The square is 4. How do we get to 4 with 3? The duck is 1.
There. With any luck, I just opened the stove in the dining car.
Good.
James Thurston.
I hereby agree to pay James Thurston the sum of $9 a week as room and board in return for his services as the engineer of my train. Rick Hurley. James Thurston. That's the name.